very wet. It's not ideal weather, I guess, for filming a video and the intro outside on my steps, but it is what it is. Hope everyone's all good. So today's video is going to be a full rest day, full day of eating on a rest day, and it is obviously now the off-season diet as well, so I can go into that a little bit, into the changes I've made, into my current macros on a rest day. I'll do one of these for a training day at some point as well, because I know the full day of eating videos seem to do pretty well. But so far today, got up, did cardio, and then did my check-in. So I'm just obviously checking in with myself now. So I take my photos, I put my photos into my own sort of Google Photos link, and I'll have those there. And then I'll sort of just assess with how I'm feeling and how I'm looking, whether any changes need to be made. Currently, no need to change anything. Sort of quite happy with where I'm at post-show. Then it was meal 1, which I'll put on screen now, and I'll put the macros on screen for meal 1 on screen. I'll put it on screen actually. Put it on screen. And then meal 2 as well. So I've already had 2 meals, so I'll put those both on screen. And then you can see sort of where we're at so far for today. The plan is on rest days and also on training days to an extent to go on like a short walk after every meal. So I don't do it after meal 1 just because I get straight on with work, but I do it after meal 2, which is what I'm doing now. So Shannon goes to work and then I go on a 1,000-step walk just around the block, which is what I'm doing now. And then I'll do it after every meal on a rest day. On a training day, I don't do it after the 3rd meal because I've got a lot of work to get done before I go in and train. I do it after pre-workout meal. Go this way. Because I walk to the car and then I get the rest of my steps done when I train in the gym, and if I don't, then I'll do some steps in the evening. But yeah, so finishing off these steps, usually I would be sort of getting voice notes across to clients, but obviously I'm doing filming day, YouTube filming day. So I'll get on with some more work, and then I will catch up with everyone for the next meal. But for now, just sit back, enjoy the video, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you for meal 3. So it's time for meal 3, which you'll have just seen me making. So it doesn't look the most appealing, but it tastes good. So I'll put everything on the screen again in terms of what is in it and the macros. So I'm spreading every meal out by pretty much sort of on a training day 2 to 2.5 hours, on a rest day 3 to 3.5 hours. I have 1 meal less on a rest day. Not like a full meal. The only extra meals or serving that I get on a training day is my intro. But yeah, this is, oh by the way, this is cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? If I do say so myself. Even this is pretty cool as well. Hello. Stepping up the checking game, but also I'm going to be starting a podcast. Anyway, that's off the topic. That'll be potentially in another video, and obviously it will be, my podcast will be in my podcasts. So when I do release it, make sure you check them out. Anyway, yeah, this meal is, and the reason that I've got quite a high volume or a high amount of food in this meal is because my food focus is still pretty high, my hunger is still pretty high, so I'm trying to make sure food volume isn't too low. But yeah, this is a really good meal. I enjoy having the salad in. I've added in more salad into the diet, and also more fruit into the diet as well, post prep. So yeah, everything sort of meal wise and nutrition wise is actually in a good spot. Digestion's all good, and so far so good in terms of the weight gain and how I'm feeling and how I'm looking. But anyway, I'm not going to go into that too much. It's just going to be pretty much just going through the meals. What I will have with this meal is, this is exciting, you ready? A new flavour of 3D. It's called Liberty Pop. Don't know what that's supposed to taste like, but I did have it the other day, and it tastes like fruit pastel ice lollies. If you ever had them, and it's very, very nice. It is really, really good. So what I'll do is I'll get this down, and then I've just got more work. So rest day is literally just here doing work, editing YouTube videos, filming YouTube videos. I have my whiteboard up there that's got all my daily tasks and things I need to get ticked off. And generally what I'll do when I'm not working is I'll either have a sort of educational video on or an educational podcast on, something that I can learn from, so I feel like even when I'm eating I'm still being productive. So yeah, I'll have this and then it will be sort of working, and then I'll check up with you for the next meal. So guys, the next meal then is meal 4, which is cream of rice, whey and berries, simple as that, dark chocolate in there as well. So you will have seen how I made that, hopefully, if the little B-roll footage prior to this clip was adequate, you will have seen what I did. So I basically made the cream of rice earlier, put it in the freezer. I either put it in the freezer for like a couple of hours, or I'll put it in the fridge for like 4 or 5 hours, depending on just when I make it and when it fits in with my day. The whey, the spooky toffee pudding whey from CMP, like, I'm not joking, it is ridiculously good. It's insanely good. If you want in a whey that as a sludge on its own or in your cream of rice is amazing, then 100% get it. Like, I'm pretty sure they've still got some in. I know it's like a limited edition one, but I'm pretty sure they've still got some stock, or they had a restock. Don't quote me on that, but it's so good. It's so good. But yeah, I'll have this then, go on another walk. So like I said, I'm going on walks after every meal, just around the block, 1,000 steps. Keeps me moving, keeps digestion in a good position, just by doing something that's slightly sort of glycogen demanding after I eat. And then soon enough I'll be going on a longer walk to meet Shannon from work. Then we'll have a meal together, which is something that I think is important, especially going from a prep to an off season where I pretty much had every meal on my own and didn't want to talk to her or anything really, not in like a bad way, just I want to sit there and focus on my food. So I think it's important to have, you know, some more meals together and stuff now and enjoy that. And then I've got a final meal later on in the day, so I'll catch up with you when we get to the next meal. Right then guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do the outro to the video now, and put on my last 2 meals on screen. So I'm yet to have them, but I will film them so you can see them, and then I will put the macros on screen. So I'll put meal 5 up, and then I will put meal 6 up, and obviously the macros will be on the screen as well. So that's the full non-training day diet, so 6 meals. I will put my totals on the screen as well. I wonder how many times in this video I've said on the screen. Comment how many times in this video I said on the screen. A winner receives a screen. Anyway, I'm going to leave the video here. So, like I say, all the totals and everything you'll see. If anyone's got any questions, please let me know. This kind of ties in nicely to the previous video when I spoke about, you know, getting your food up straight away and getting into a productive gaining phase without just eating everything and getting fat straight away. So sort of, as you can see, you know, I'm still being tentative with my food. I'm not eating 5,000 calories plus like I was at peak last off season. You know, I'll taper up slowly to that and sort of adapt my metabolism along the way, and get sort of back onto that amount of food over time. But as of right now, this food is doing me justice. It's helping me train well. I'm recovering okay. I'm holding kind of body weight at the minute nicely, which is where I want to be, and you know, very gradually gaining from now, having a very productive off season from this weight versus, you know, pushing up and up and up, getting up to 185, 190 pretty quick, and then just feeling horrendous and not happy with how I look. Last thing I want to do, as I spoke about in the previous video. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. If you could like the video, that'd be great. Subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you all in the next one.